Hey y'all, how are ya? I'm Michelle Lynn, and it looks like I should be an inmate right here, like with a little number, right? Like an inmate number. What did you call that? A mugshot? Yeah. Hold on. System settings. Stop. Cancel. We have moved to a studio. If you're here in Dallas and need an office space, it's called Studio Works. It's working. It's like WeWork for interior designers and builders and contractors and architects and stuff like that. So it should be fun. Hey, Hal, good to see you. So yeah, obviously I haven't decorated behind me. I'm busy decorating the main areas and getting our resource room together and our conference room and all of that type of thing. So if you're in Dallas and need some office space, come check us out. We're going to have an open house June 8th. Not in Dallas. Look, if this one works, look for it in the city news soon. So anywho, today we're talking about, am I a therapist or a designer? And if you're wondering who in the heck am I, if you're new around here, my name is Michelle Lynn, and I am the owner and president of Interiors, which is a 7-figure award-winning interior design firm in Dallas, Texas. And I'm also a trusted advisor to small businesses for interior design. And what I specialize in is taking a designer who's at or below 6 figures in their revenue and scaling their business to multiple 6 figures within 12 months, and doing so with passion and profit. Okay, it's great if you have a 6-figure revenue, but if you're not making any money and you're not having fun doing it, then it's just a job, something you have fun doing. So that's who I am, and I'm blessed that I have a badass team for ML Interiors Group, and it gives me the bandwidth to come live once a week here in our Interior Design Business Launchpad and just talk on topics that have come up recently. Today we're talking about a therapist or a designer, and it's interesting. I just got off my live call with my paid program, the Interior Design Business Bakery. I was there for 2 hours. We had what's called office hours. Lots of questions came up. And interestingly enough, we'd already chosen the theme for today, am I a therapist or a designer? But there were a lot of questions that were along the same line. And y'all, here, I've got a couple of clients right now that were asking the same questions, like, am I a therapist or am I your designer? Like, what's going on? And I'm just here to tell you that you're both. Okay. And oddly enough, I've got a social media post coming out on Friday program that we are here. We help navigate not only as a marriage therapist sometimes, but also just for the clients who they can't make up their mind. Okay. They need you to tell them what to do, but they don't want you to tell them what to do. It's just part of it. Okay. If you can make a joke of it to a certain extent with your clients, we'll tease them that, hey, this is what we do. We blend the personalities of couples. Okay, so maybe he's very modern and she's very traditional. We find those areas to help them compromise. So from a therapist standpoint, you are navigating between couples, and sometimes we've said, hey, let's just put a pause on this. No decisions need to be made for the next couple of weeks. I'll be back. Okay. Because sometimes, you're talking about a home that's potentially in, a lot of money that's being spent. Life still goes on. Maybe you're navigating a renovation with kids. There's a lot that goes into this, and we have to be very cognizant of it to know that we are here to help them navigate. Okay. Are we going to solve marriage problems? No, but there are times where you do get stuck in the middle of it, and it's a little bit uncomfortable, and you just have to gracefully, potentially stand there and watch a couple argue until they come up with what they wanted to tell you. So just know that it's unusual for you to be in a situation like that. It's like you're a designing therapist. Oh, and thank you, Hallie. Yeah, comment to let us know that you're here with us. If you're live, say hello. If you're watching on repeat or on a replay, let us know replay. So just remember that you are the one who is leading the project, okay? You're the one who they have enlisted, okay? That individual or that couple have enlisted you to navigate this. So you're going to navigate with grace and help them with their decisions. And sometimes if they can't make a decision, okay, which is part of the therapist, it's our job to explain to them why the solution that you're bringing to them is the best one. Okay. Now, that's making the assumption that you are not acting as a personal shopper. Okay. You're not, our job is not to bring, here's 3 rugs, here's 3 couches, here's 3 tables, here's, 3 light fixtures, here's this. Your job is to bring them the best product for the best solution when it comes to budget, time frame, style, okay? And if they can't make a decision and approve it, then you can step back and explain to them why you came to this conclusion. Because as a therapist, you just need to explain the background of your decisions and the process and what this is what you asked for, and this is why it's going to work for you, okay? So is it an extra burden? Yeah, it is an extra burden. It's part of our work. So that also comes down to, are you compensating yourself well enough? Facebook user, hi. Good to see you. If you guys are here live, there's a little duck above my head. If you will give StreamYard access to your Facebook profile, I can determine who it is. So for example, I can see Hallie Agostinelli. Oh, it's Yolanda. Hey, Yolanda, good to see ya. There, yeah, so I can see your name that way. Not imperative, because I can hop over to the launch pad at a later date and say hello to you, but that helps. So therapist or designer, sometimes you just have to spend a little bit of extra time holding their hand. So reassuring them that they're making the right decision, reassuring them that you are the expert in your field, reassuring them that you have their best interest, okay, reassuring them that you are looking at all of the components, and reassuring them that you can't just buy a rug and hope it fits with everything else. You have to buy a rug at the same, and the sofa goes together, and then the side tables go together, and if you change one thing, it's possible that there's a design domino effect where you change the size of the rug, tables might not fit. So you might have the front leg on it and the back leg off, and it's wobbly. Okay, so these are the things that oftentimes we inherently know that we have to explain to our client. Okay, same thing with making decisions quickly. Okay, they might be paralyzed by anxiety. Okay, and you just find a different way to talk to them or present it to them. Okay, you have to get to know your client and understand where they're coming from, because not everybody's operating from the same I was going to say the same planet. We are all on the same planet, but they're not operating from the same plane. Okay, so not everybody has the same experiences you have, the same upbringing, the same thought process. You have to meet them there. Okay, and sometimes it does feel like you're a therapist, because it's just like, make a freaking decision. It's like, what, like, I told you the best countertop. I've shown it to you. I've explained to you why. You just have to make that decision. Some people are paralyzed. Okay, so it's our job to just back, reassure them. Okay, now this is a business, so yes, you're a therapist, but you're a designer that's in business. Okay, this is not just a hobby. This isn't your great aunt Carol who just needed help with some decisions. Okay, you have to have segments in your contract, caveats in your contract that protect you. If they want to revise, what else is there? You have to have a caveat. You have to have a clause in your contract that protects you. Okay, if they're not making decisions quickly enough. Okay, or if they want to see, well, hey, can you bring me 3? So no, I can't. I'm bringing you the best, that all goes together, because we have to focus on the budget. We have to focus on the availability and the timeline. We have to focus on the style. Okay, you want it to be comfortable. So there's these details that you have to take into consideration. I don't suggest being a personal shopper. It's a waste. Okay, so you have to put these caveats into your contract to protect you. And then you can refer back to it when they ask you for something. You can say, I'd love to help you. However, it's my experience that that's not the best approach, and therefore it's in my contract. So if you refer back to this clause, this is how we operate. So has anybody run into this? Like we just got off this call and there were a ton of people who had very similar questions. I'm not sure, like maybe the planets are aligned or rearranging or something like that. Is 3 and 3 something, I don't know what those are, but have you guys had that? We have a client that we just finished the project and we're like, see ya, thank the Lord, you're done, goodbye. And she was just a handful because we couldn't tell if she was truthful with some of the things that she told the contractor to do, and then the contractor said that that she told him to do it, and then she said, I didn't tell him to do it, but this is your. And it was one of the really weird navigations, and thankfully that project is done, and we're done with her. Those they happen, even if we've been in business for as long as we have been. We think we have stop gaps in place to prevent it, but these things, it's part of our industry. So do know that we are in a very personal business, and it becomes very you're in your client's home, you're in their drawer, sometimes which one the underwear is. Okay, it's very personal. Do not take it personal when the clients have these arenas where you have to get in and navigate as a therapist. But do double check to make sure that you are maintaining your boundaries from the very beginning, and you're the one guiding them down the path. Okay, it is our job to guide them down the path that we want them to go down. So I just want to reassure you that sometimes it gets tough, and sometimes it's not the delay on furniture, it's not the contractor being delayed or anything like that. Sometimes it's just the clients and their personalities, and that's something that we have to be highly professional but very personal about. And it's a difficult line to navigate, but it's a real thing. And you're in good company, because we all have to go through this process at one point. Yeah. And Hallie, thank you. My brain's a little full right now. Oftentimes with clients, they'll get frustrated, and this is something I told Debbie a couple of weeks ago, my Debbie here at ML Interiors Group, is that this client might be getting huffy with you, okay, or they might be getting frustrated with the project. It's not about you. It's not about the sofa. Thanks for the prompt there, Hallie. It's not about you not delivering something that they're absolutely happy with. They could be having a really shit day, okay, and just being a little short with you. They could just be a very unhappy person, and they're taking it out on you, okay. Personally, we come in and we are, we're a luxury service, and while I don't look to be treated any different, I don't want to be treated like the help, okay. Nobody likes being treated like the help. Rosario, who does my laundry and helps me with the house, she's a friend. She's become a friend. And so when they treat you the way you don't want to be treated, just remember, it's about them. It's not you. Maybe they maybe they are not sophisticated enough to understand that an interior designer is a luxury, okay? Or they're just not sophisticated enough that they do treat you a little bit rudely, because they have had a bad day and they're taking it out on you. Or, we don't know if they don't tell us, we don't know what's going on in their background. They could have gotten laid off. Their kid could be sick. Their parents could be sick. They could just be, fighting their own battle of some sort. So remember, it's not about you. It's oftentimes about them. It's not about the sofa. It's about whatever they have going on in their background. So be empathetic. It doesn't mean that you have to change your boundaries or the way you work. You need to respect yourself enough. If they don't, that's on them. You get the job done and you leave as a professional. So I think that's all I have to say on this today. Boy, I'm not on my game. I hope this helped. Let me say, sometimes you're just not on your game and you just have to kind of roll with it and make the best of it that you can, and then come back stronger. So that's what I'm going to do next week. Hallie, what are we talking about next week? It was good info. Good. I feel like I'm just rambling. So I hope this helps. But speaking of information, if you guys have any requests on topics, even just like this little, like, am I a therapist or a designer? Somebody help me. Like, if you have these thoughts, don't hesitate to drop them into the launch pad. You can tag Hallie. You can see her here. You can tag me. She and I with topics. She outlines them for me, gets them all organized and so forth. So it's all about what you guys want. Install Day 101. I think that sounds fantastic. So whatever you guys want, I am here to serve. I do want to let you know again that if you're here in the Dallas area and you need some office space, check out studioworks.space. It's a co-working, like a WeWork space for designers, architects, builders, landscape architects, and all the things. And then if you guys are in the need of a mentor or a program or something, we have the Interior Design Business Bakery, which is our year-long program that will take you from making barely six figures to multiple six figures in 12 months with passion and profit. So that's all I got. This brain's tired. My husband's been so knowing what people are dealing with. My husband was in the hospital last week, had unexpected surgery, and is in the process of healing right now. So just when you come across people that might not be like completely on their game, or if they're just a little bit out of it when you're dealing with your clients, you don't know what's going on in their background. So give yourself grace if you're having a moment, okay? And give your clients grace as well. So thank you very much for being here, and you are very welcome. I love doing this, love being here, love supporting you guys. So again, let us know how we can support you. Thank you. We probably more by then. Let's hope. Bye.